Inside Lens, a special documentary series featuring the works of international filmmakers in Japan and Asia. This episode is directed by Michael Goldberg, a Canadian videographer whose work focuses on Japanese society.
Tokyo in 2018, with a population of more than 13 million, is gearing up for the 2020 Olympics and beyond. Tokyo, it is promised, will be a model for the future. Development is rapidly changing the face of the city. Things are coming down, things are going up. There's a lot of activity, and the pace is frenetic. In a rush to beautify the city, it is all too easy to brush aside problems that remain. There are around 1,400 homeless in Tokyo by official count, and more when surveys are done at night. What does the future hold in store for them? With a good view of Japan's tallest structure, Tokyo Skytree, the banks of the Sumida River now attract many visitors, especially in sakura viewing season. Close by, a few blue tents can be seen. Hisaume Kushibiki found jobs in construction around Japan until he was told they wanted younger men. He ended up homeless 18 years ago. After the 1964 Tokyo Olympics, the economy was booming. But a recession followed, and homeless tents began to multiply along the banks of the Sumida River. At one point, there were as many as 300. The 2020 Olympics are fast approaching, and there is increasing pressure on the homeless to leave their tents. With part-time cleanup work in parks, Kushibiki-san can afford daily necessities. The local government has offered to cover his rent if he chose to live in an apartment, but there is a reason he can't leave his tent. He has a dog and 2 cats. Sanyukai is a non-profit organization comprised of Japanese and foreigners. Its mission is to take care of the homeless in this neighborhood. Volunteer Rachel Loze has known Kushibiki-san for more than 15 years. The volunteers distribute food to homeless in their tents twice a week.
Those men, before they became homeless, they were working to build skyscrapers. They were the construction workers of the city. And then when the economy went bad, they were let go.
Located close to the Sumida River in the heart of Sanya District, Sanyukai has been working to meet the needs of the homeless since 1984. Jean Lebeau became director of Sanyukai in 1999. Jean came from Canada 45 years ago. He got involved with Sanyukai and has played a key role in its development. When he arrived in Sanya, thousands of single men looking for work lived there. A majority of them bunked in pay-by-the-night flop houses called doya. When Japan's economy soured in the 1990s, jobs dried up. Poverty-stricken laborers could no longer afford a night in a doya. Many ended up sleeping in the streets. Jean also has experienced suddenly losing a job and knows how they feel.
C'est des gens qui n'ont pas de famille, qui ont été rejetés par la société. Ils sont seuls. Et moi aussi, venir au Japon à 45 ans, et n'étant pas japonais, j'ai vécu aussi la même solitude d'une certaine façon. Ce qui nous rapproche graduellement. Et on devient important mutuellement aussi.
Sanyukai provides a variety of services for the homeless and needy. Hot lunches are served Monday through Friday. Every weekday, doctors donate time to give free examinations. Several of them have been volunteering here for more than 20 years. Medicine is also dispensed free of charge. Sanyukai lends the homeless a helping hand so they can get off the street, get on welfare, and receive rent allowance for a small room. After that, Sanyukai helps them get through their adjustment problems. Soeji Toba is now 86 years old. After he stopped working on a tuna trawler, he couldn't find a job and ended up living 10 years in a tent by the river. Thanks to Sanyukai, he now lives on welfare in a comfortable room, not much bigger than his tent. Toba-san met Jean some 30 years ago, and they became buddies.
Jean-san こんなところで寝ててもしょうがないと。うち来てなんか手伝いに行かって言うから。それからずっと知り合って、ジャンさんのおかげで今今日こういうふうに何にも困ることなし、生活できるようになったのはジャンさんのおかげ。
Toba-san feels indebted to Jean, as do the others he helped find a way out of homelessness. They prepare onigiri for Sanyukai's outreach.
みんなね、こんな一人ぼっちと孤独の抱いてる人3回来てもらって、最初頃もうずっと黙って、でだんだん何ヶ月何年間かけて、その人もどんどん明るくなってきて、笑顔を出してもらって、でみんなと一緒にふざけたり。まああと時々いろいろの一緒にいろんなものを作っていくんですよ。それはまあ山遊会の第一の目的。
Twice a week, Sanyukai volunteers organize food handouts along the Sumida River.
はいどうぞいらっしゃい。こっちは冷たいおそばですよ。
Lots of hungry people show up. With the blue tents gone, one might assume there are no more homeless in the area, thanks to jobs related to the upcoming Olympics. The fact is, the needy have merely receded into the shadows. Shibuya, a go-to place for young people and tourists, is getting ready for the Olympics. If you look carefully, there are homeless people here too, and there are reasons why they are. Toshihiko Hagiwara, or Hagi-chan, as he is known to friends.
じゃあこのところがたまにしか来ないんでいつも来る？
うん、来るよ。
おう。
ちょうど自動販売機があるから。
His only source of income is collecting empty cans.
使えるのと使えないのはある？
ある。
どういうふうに分ける？
書いてある。こういうふうに書いてあるから。こういうふうに。
はい。でアルミか鉄使う？
これは使う。
His friends spend hours crushing the cans to sell to a scrap dealer.
Machiの人どういうふうに見てると思う？
どういう目で見るっていうか。まあわかんねえや。
Hagi-chan broke his ankle in a work accident when he was in his 20s. He received no compensation, and no one would hire a man with a limp. He ended up homeless. Hagi-chan has chosen to sleep outdoors near Shibuya Station. His bad leg prevents him from walking too far from his base.
相当寝るとうるさい周り。
うん、周りがうるさい。そこら辺にガキどもが来て、お前そこに寝てんないって蹴飛ばしていってるからな。
Hagi-chan has spent time in government-sponsored shelters, but he isn't comfortable in that environment.
団体生活嫌なんですよ。やっぱり暴力的はありますよ。やっぱりどこの地区行っても寮行ってもありますよ。そういう喧嘩を見たくないから、だから出てきたんですよ。自由がないんですよ。
The east side of Shibuya Station. Masayoshi Koiso is selling the Japanese version of Big Issue magazine. Only homeless people have the right to sell it. 50% of the $3 cover price is his sole source of income, just enough to get by. Koiso-san spends his nights on the cold floor of a parking garage. He worked for 5 years, 7 days a week, and attended night school at the same time. He quit work when he was 20 and went to London. There he developed a passion for betting at the races.
Well, I got fed up and escaped from that life. I gambled and I lost all my money. It's a consequence of my life of younger time. So I kind of taking responsibility, due responsibility, to living in the street.
Koiso-san's life has changed since he became part of a dance group whose members have all lived on the streets. They have performed at events and venues around Japan. Professional dancer Yuki Aoki organized the group in collaboration with Big Issue. Koiso-san has kept his gambling addiction in check thanks to this creative part of his life.
I know eventually I have to depend on the welfare. Yes. That's for sure. But as long as I can live on my own, I will continue to live like that.
Life in Shibuya is becoming harsh for the homeless. Miyashita Park, located very close to Shibuya Station, was once a refuge for homeless people with no place to sleep. With the 2020 Olympics in mind, the park is slated for redevelopment. The homeless are warned they have to leave by April 6, 2017. 10 days before the deadline, workers, local officials, and the police suddenly arrive, and those sleeping in the park are evicted. Shibuya city officials say they did everything possible to accommodate the homeless in Miyashita Park. They say they spent a lot of time with them and organized accommodations. Thinking things had been worked out, they went ahead with closing the park. Although the two sides didn't see things the same way, soon after work began on demolition and reconstruction. A large hotel and commercial building are planned on the spot for completion in time for the Olympics, with the new Miyashita Park to be located on the roof. Looking to the future, the city of Shibuya promises to redouble its efforts to house the homeless. With all the plans for beautification, the fact remains there still are homeless in Shibuya who need help. A nourishing, warm meal for the hungry is prepared together by supporters and the homeless at an outdoor soup kitchen. Hagi-chan is here as well. Everyone waits patiently for the last dish to be placed on the table before taking a helping. There are fewer and fewer public spaces where the homeless can sleep or stay. What does the future hold in store for the homeless here? Tsuyoshi Inaba is leader of a support group and has followed their plight for decades.
オリンピック景気みたいなものがあって、そのオリンピックで今いろんな大規模施設を作るので、日雇いの仕事自体は今増えているんですね。ただ比較的若い層だけですけれども、若くて元気な人たちは今仕事に就けているという現状があります。ただこれがオリンピックが終わって、おそらく景気が失速するとですね、その人たちが仕事がなくなって、ホームレスになってしまうやっぱ危険性が高いというふうに思ってるんですが、ただその時にはもう東京の街の中に野宿できる場所がもうほとんどなくなってるっていうことになりかねないので、そのことを心配してますね。
Recently, there has been an increase in the number of young people with no homes. Many of them are invisible to the official eye and stay in all-night internet and manga cafes. The solution to homelessness remains elusive. There are very few blue tents left along the Sumida River. Every month, the homeless are obliged to collapse their tent, clean up, and go elsewhere for the morning. A group of 20 city officials, park staff and police arrive to check that the homeless have followed instructions. After they've left, the homeless return and erect their tents again. This monthly beautification ritual has gone on for years. Still, the homeless know they don't belong there, and once they have moved out, they cannot return. New tents are not allowed. Toba-san gets a weekly checkup at Sanyukai's clinic. Though young in spirit, he's worried about the future.
ホームレス生活やってやっとほど朝起きてみると死んだ人部屋の中でいる。どうせ生きていてこんな苦労してるならばという考え何回となく思ったことあるけど、死ぬのは簡単だけど死ぬ前に一歩手前にとどまって生きる方が余計辛いなと。でもその辛さを乗り越えればいつかチャンスあるだろう。つ頭で今日までまあなんとか頑張っては来てるけど。
The average age of the men who come to Sanyukai is rising along with that of the general population. With time, their numbers are dwindling. Recently, another member of the group passed away. They are like family to each other, and when one of them dies, they attend his funeral at a Buddhist temple close by. Normally, the family name would be engraved on the tombstone, but this one says Sanyukai. After cremation, ashes of the deceased are placed in urns. Gakugen Yoshimizu is a Buddhist priest. He has worked for 4 years in tandem with Sanyukai, tending to the physical and spiritual needs of the homeless.
お墓っていうと死んだ後のことで生きている人たちには関係がないという人もいらっしゃいます。しかし生きていたとしてもすごく大事な意味があるんです。それは生きている間、特に路上で生活をしていたり単身で孤独で生活をせねばならなかった人たちにとってつながっている人たちの存在はとても強い絆になりますし、生きる糧ともなるんです。が根検門徳十字願下如来真実義シャリ来門一心将来満徳円満釈迦如来新人シャリ恩寺王神王街道万神修法
The former homeless have lost all connection with their families and won't be buried with their ancestors. Having a group tomb means a lot to them and to Jean.
Il y a 2 ans, on a acheté un tombeau dans un temple bouddhiste. Et ça, c'est le rêve que nous avons réalisé. Un rêve que je caressais depuis 30 ans. Et ben, on dit toujours, moi, je dis, c'est ma marotte. Ikitemo, shindemo, zutto isho.
The NPO directed by Tsuyoshi Inaba has taken a new approach to helping the homeless reintegrate into society. This stylish cafe, opened in 2017, is one result. Here, former homeless earn money by roasting free trade coffee beans. After meal service is over, the place becomes a lounge for people to relax.
We are supporting homeless people in Japan and also economically disadvantaged people or people living with social welfare. People who works in an office or people who work in a government or people in different field, they have no idea what homelessness is. Maybe some of them might know a little bit, but you never have friends or you never come across them or communicate. So I thought this place can be that kind of junction for many different people.
There are as many stories as there are homeless people. While individual care is needed, part of the solution lies in the economy and societal attitudes towards the needy.
Have the Olympics, the 2020 Olympics, have they had some kind of effect on your life?
I don't know actual way, what they're going to do. I think, yeah, they're going to move us out.
考えてるその自分で年取る時どうになるか。
いや、俺そんなに考えてないんだよね、やっぱり。
考えると嫌になる？
うん、嫌になっちゃう。あんまり年取んないようにしたいんだけどね。
Where are the homeless going? I've filmed them over the course of a year and made good friends. They deserve our respect and support after all they've been through. If the homeless are pushed further into the shadows, it will make it even harder to see the problems and solve them.
And this living on the streets ain't what I planned. But listen, friend, you need to understand. There's folks like me all across this land.